What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gruzbee. Yes, that Gruzbee that plays video games and live streams with a Catgirl Vtuber model, because Catgirls are life. But I'm not here today to talk about Catgirls. I am here today to talk about manga. I know it has been, well, let me see. I don't think I've made a manga video since December of about 2 years ago. So it's been a while, but I am here to finally talk about manga. And I want to talk about the Apothecary Diaries. Now, this is a manga series that is actually based on the 2011 light novel series by Natsu Hyuga. And it has an anime adaptation that premiered back in October. All right, the weird thing is, I normally get turned on to an anime first, and then I go check out either the light novel or the manga. I mean, it's really super rare that I start with the manga first. I don't know why. That's just how I roll, I guess. But I had been hearing about the Apothecary Diaries in the manga sphere for a little bit now. And I thought, well, okay, let me check. I only have about 20 things I'm reading right now. So what's one more? So right out of the gate, the Apothecary Diaries is not what I thought it was going to be. I am not much of a fan of romantic period drama. I mean, I honestly thought that's what this was going to be. A romantic period piece set in like feudal Japan, and I can take it in some small doses, but it's just not my jam. It's a personal preference. I'm sorry. Period romance drama is not really my thing. I can handle period piece anime and the occasional manga, but it's just if I had my choice, right? The Apothecary Diaries is a story of a young girl named Mao Mao that lives in the pleasure district of a fictional country that is based on the Ming era China. And she just so happens to be abducted and sold into service at the royal palace, where she now works as a maid. So all of that literally is like the first page, right? The manga literally starts with her at her life as this maid. And it goes from there. She's determined to do her best, to keep her head down, do her work until she's released from her service. And more than anything, she wants to avoid getting ensnared into any of the dealings of the inner court, right? Can't say that I blame her. Unfortunately, that does not last long, because she ends up using her talents as an apothecary to solve the mystery of an illness that is afflicting the emperor's children, which of course brings her to the attention of the inner court, the thing that she really doesn't want to do. And of course, there ends up being more mysteries for her to solve. So yeah, this manga definitely slaps a little different. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting apothecary-esque mysteries. Now, maybe that's just the first part of the manga series, and it goes into different territory later on, but oh yeah, that definitely hooked me very fast. Does this have romance? Not really so much so far. I am only 2 volumes in right now, but if it is going in the direction of romance, there's nothing to indicate it right now, and I'm okay with that. For now, I'm more invested in Mao Mao as this forensic pathologist and apothecary, and if it does go the route of romance, all well and good. As far as court intrigue goes, which is something that I really wasn't wanting, or I feel like has a tendency sometimes to be just overloading to the reader, I honestly didn't feel that overwhelmed. I didn't feel like I was constantly having to keep up with all of these shadow players that were lurking and trying to stab each other in the back over this thing or that thing. Now, again, 2 volumes in, this may take more of a direction in that route, but for now, I don't need like some sort of master's degree to keep up with what's going on. I think the characters are all very interesting. Mao Mao is especially a strong main character, and as a reader, I take to her immediately. She has a very methodical way of approaching her thoughts and the situations that she's presented with, all while maintaining this almost cool sense of humor about the world that she's in. Now, there are a lot of adult themes presented in this manga. It is a seinen, or at least that's the demographic that I believe that it is directed towards. And it does often take a no-nonsense look at the world and the timeline that it is set in. I really wasn't expecting to like this manga as much as I do. I thought I would check it out, see what all the fuss was over, and then probably put it back down. I figured it was going to be this one thing, and it turned out to be this other thing entirely. It turned out to be a refreshing surprise. I honestly can't wait to read more, and once I've caught up on the manga, I do plan on checking out the anime, which, at the time of this video, has about 7 episodes available for streaming. Now then, I would like to turn the question over to you. What are your thoughts on the Apothecary Diaries? Have you checked out the manga? And if so, what are your thoughts so far? And of course, how does it compare to the light novel series? Are there, does it supplement it? Does it complement it? Does it just give you a visible representation of everything that's happening in the series? Were there drastic changes? I'm kind of curious to know, with no spoilers, if at all possible. So let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And of course, while you're down there, be sure to help out the channel by liking this video so that it can be pushed along in the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you would like to check out my live streams where I play video games with a Catgirl Vtuber model, then be sure and subscribe to the channel, making sure to hit that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I go live. Until next time, guys, have an amazing day, keep being awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.